Uh, what is the goddamn deal? Can y'all see me in this motherfucker? Let me get my lighting right. I'm always happy to get my fucking lighting right. Anywho. Damn, that ain't gonna work. That shit blur the fuck up. I got something for that shit. I'm still learning. I done turned my motherfucking guest room in the house to my studio. I guess that's that and shit. That's cool. Let me see. Yeah, fuck it. That's what we're gonna have to roll with. Anyway. My bad on the lightning, man. I've been I ain't stay busy. I just been getting shit. I mean, I've been doing shit. So today, matter of fact, let me do my intro. I need to this definitely is a learning curve for me. Okay. Shit. It seemed like I was out of breath, right? Nah. Okay. So the business, man. The business is maintaining the flow you have, right? Like once you start discovering your true self and you start living your true self, well, for me, from experience, a couple of things that happen is your old self will try to resurface. It doesn't go anywhere. But once you bring a certain level of awareness to your truth, then you can be on guard for the lies that you have created or the stories that you have created, right? Like motherfuckers can create some crazy stories. And they start believing these goofy ass stories. Like we as people start believing the shit that we tell others and ourselves because, in my opinion, we're ashamed of some shit that we didn't get accomplished. Don't want to seem like a failure. Don't want to be judged. It's all stemmed from fear of how a motherfucker gonna look at you, man. But at the end of it all, it don't matter how anybody look at you. If you can't look at you in the mirror, like what the fuck, like all that shit is like in vain. And you can see the guys. You can kind of see the guys that's living like this, right? Like you can kind of see these guys, especially celebrities. You can see the way they just break apart, and have a fan sitting back like, why in the fuck is he doing? Like, why in the fuck? And it's questionable. It's a lot of questionable behavior, right? I speak from experience, so trust me, motherfucker. I done been there. So, with that being said, you have to manage, maintain, and keep guard of your garden. This is your garden. Good thoughts bear good fruit. Good situations, circumstances. Bad thoughts. I don't have to finish this shit, do I? All right, bet. I would like to think I'm talking to a mature crowd. So bam. Knowing this, I have to make sure I implement this before we go any further, right? Because I'm gonna be dropping some shit. And I don't say that to cap because a lot of this stuff I did not go do the first initial research on. But after my awareness was brought to it, I did some research, some extensive, some not so. Just depend on where the rabbit hole led me, right? And I've been on this shit for a minute. I would like to say over 5 years. Yeah. But I haven't been vocal about I've been soaking up and learning. So I guess I've been in school for like I've been yeah. Yeah, y'all get what I'm trying to go. But there are a lot of great minds out here that I'm grateful for. Too many for me to name. Just because of the attention they pay to details, the the honor they have to have amongst themselves, the discipline they have to have within themselves to go find this information and present it to us. Like whether it's monetized driven or whatever their intentions is, it still helps the world, and they deserve to be fucking paid because the shit they be digging up, it's like I wouldn't even know where the fuck to start to find this shit if it wasn't for these guys. But uh, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear, and that's for the wise. But yeah, so I just want to drop in today and drop that jewel right there. You know what I'm saying? I know. It's like a I do get it. That it's like I'm just dropping in right now, and it's like I just touched it. I just scratched the surface on shit. Trust me, we will be digging. When we start digging, though, I would like to have my setup with the bulletin points. Um, I'm really just trying to warm up and get used to being in front of a camera. Um, allowing myself to be vulnerable, right? Uh, and allow myself to face the fear of judgment. Cause like when you put yourself out, it's possible motherfucker can make a nigga go viral for some goofy shit, right? You know what I mean? So I salute everybody that put themselves in front of a camera, whether it's clown shit or educational shit, whatever you got going on, man. It takes some heart to do that. So salute. Anyway, moving on because I can't become talkative and I got a lot of shit to do. We got a show tonight and some more shit. So, bam. What I will do is dig inside of the cookie jar, or should I say, potato salad. Plastic. I ain't gonna look. Switch around. Boom. See what we got here, baby. Let's see what we got here. It's not fucking Chinese, ain't it? Meditate. Meditate. Hopefully we don't see that shit no more on meditate. And I started some structure, so that's why you can see it kind of like, but it's not everywhere. Like, at least I'm consistent, nigga. Nah, but yeah. So Pete, meditate. A lot of people get the wrong interpretation about meditation. I believe, it does require some discipline. It does require some patience because your body has taken over your being. And the body wants to do all this earthly shit. It wants to go fuck. I bet you if you want to get you a piece of, if you want to get you some, then you would put in the time with that individual and be very patient with them, especially if they were surpassed your likings or they surpassed your physical what you define as beauty. Like if you used the sixes and this was a dime, you would be very patient with this person, right? And at the end of the day, it is still not gonna bring you happiness nor peace. Being patient with the person is great, but what is the intention behind it, right? Into things that I right, and the body is just a car, basically. It's just like a car. Metaphorically, if we were driving a car, the driver would be the soul or the spirit, man. The car would then be the body or the shell. And we all know that nobody values the car more than the driver, right? So we get this twisted mentality and mindset when it comes to ourselves and taking care of us, with the meditation. So for me personally, I know that I never even imagined myself thinking about meditation. Like that's some white folks shit. Like, no, not to be racist or nothing, but that's just how I thought. Right? Turns out I was completely wrong, and turns out that a lot of the shit that our parents taught us was completely wrong. So, meditation puts you in direct contact with yourself, your inner being. Oh, jeez. And it strengthens you in all type of ways. Now, scientifically, I couldn't go tell you about like venereal doxaloxaproxen and all of those jargon shit. I can tell you what I'm feeling like from experience. It for one, to help slow down the mind. The breathing is important. The intention, the attention, right, and the control of the body. Like I guarantee you, there's not too many people that could um, sit themselves down for 5 minutes without doing nothing, just in pure silence. Fuck that, 60 seconds. Yeah, it's rough. Sitting with your mind is rough because the shit you allow to get in it, right? And it's so subtle that you don't understand that your mind is working vehemently against you when you're trying to change, right? Uh, so you have to be on guard. You have to guard your thoughts, the shit that's coming in from other people's lips, the shit that you've learned from back in the years, and the shit that's been presented to you today. If you're allowing what he said, she said, what used to be said, what's being said now to affect you um, on a level to where you're dwelling on that shit all day, and it's real that's really a, a a breathing ground for a toxic entity, meaning the individual is a breathing ground to become a toxic individual simply because that's all they think about is toxic and negative shit all day, right? Uh, what I will say is there's all type of meditations. Um, you don't have to you don't have to be a guru or none of this shit. From my experience anyway. Like I've always been an open-minded individual, right? So it's not hard for me to activate faith. Cause like I give damn near everybody the benefit of the doubt. Um, and that keeps me in a less judgmental seat. Now I have been judgmental, guy. Oh, I'm trying the motherfucker. Okay. Yeah. But anyway, that's what the business is on meditation, man. I don't want to give out any advice on meditating. I would say do some research and see what works for you. I think once you start searching for some shit, the shit that's meant for you will pop up on your feed or wherever it needs to go, especially with AI working, right? Um, but yeah, this shit live and direct. We don't do no editing. At least not yet. Um, so I really don't have too much to go in on meditation, but I will say the initial title and description when I put the TSA public announcement, which was maintain, managing, maintain, manage, and the guardianship that you need to have over your mental. Because if you notice, not one motherfucking thing in here was created without imagination. From this little red piece right here, I don't even know what the fuck they call it. I'm gonna call it a slider because the slider's a piece of it. From this all the way to this T-shirt to this fucking house that I'm living in right now. It all started in somebody's, right? So knowing that, whatever you hold here, you gonna hold here and here. You creating every day. So what are you creating? Are you creating a heaven space or a hell space? You know, it's all choice. And you know, it's not hard to get lost up in the South. And lighten the hard one there, boy. I won't be in this room next time we do this shit, hopefully. Yeah, this anyway. So I hope I was able to articulate both messages, the meditation message and the maintenance, and they kind of went together, didn't they? Worked out kind of cool. That was just some shit on the fly, really, the managing shit. I just figured that, because I be thinking about all the shit that I be having going on, and like, oh, thought come here, thought come here. And it's like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Manage and maintain, man, the thoughts that you holding, man, and be aware of how they making you feel. And like, understand, are they true? Like, are they really true, or just some shit you trying to use as an excuse so you can get off on somebody, or you know what I mean? And once you start being honest with yourself, man, your perception will shift, and the way people receive you will shift. Even though they haven't seen you in a minute and know that you used to be on bullshit or whatever, you was like a toxic person. They can sense the new shit without you capping about it or none of that shit. So, man, till next time, y'all keep it tall, man. I do realize that I do not have a big following, but I will speak to you as such as I do, because this shit is all building in the making, and I do understand what I'm creating, and I do want to lead by example. And in the words of my OG, Jay Prince, more is caught than taught. You know what I mean? So, till next time, man, keep it awkward and keep it down. Wait, was that what I was supposed to say? Nah, what's the other shit? The other shit. The shit oh yeah. TSA, baby. This has been a TSA public announcement. Where we give you some tools you can use so you don't be abused or be made to be a motherfucking fool. You hear me? All right. We out. Yeah.